recording is on.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome to LisaBug Mind Body Blend. This month we are focusing on yoga sculpt. So if you prefer not to use weights today, it is a yoga, mostly designed yoga class. So you can do all the poses without adding extra resistance. For weights today, I have one large hand weight. I'm using an 8-pounder, and I have 2 lighter hand weights. So collect what you have at home and see what works best for you for the movements that we do for strengthening. I also have a block and a strap that you might need and a chair. We're going to focus a fair amount on balance today. So when we do our balance poses, if you need to hold on to a chair or a wall for balance, then you'll be doing a single arm weight training exercise, and then we'll move to the other side. You can use your chair and do the other arm. Otherwise, if you don't need a chair for balance, you'll be doing both arms at the same time. Let's start with a little bit of Tai Chi inspired movements to warm up, coming onto your mat, a nice clear space in your wide Wu Chi. So we take those feet a little bit wider than hips distance apart. Bend your knees a little bit, slightly tuck the tailbone under. Pull your shoulder blades back and find a wonderful alignment of your spine. And we'll inhale to pull the arms up in front of the body and exhale to press down. And with LisaBug classes, you're going at your own pace today. I have some background music. It may or may not come across on your speaker, so just allow your body to move at your own pace. The purpose of our Tai Chi is to ground and to center. So I'd like you to root your feet into the mat. And as you inhale, completely straighten your legs. And as you exhale, bend your knees as deeply as you feel comfortable this morning. And inhale. And exhale. Starting to notice the hips, the knees, the ankles, and the breath. One more. Inhale. And exhale. Now with the knees bent, just shift your body weight over to the right side and then shift over to the left. You might widen the distance between your feet to make it a little bit more generous of a movement. And lift. So start to trace your vision along with the hand you're moving. If that makes you feel a little bit dizzy, keep your gaze straight forward. Both arms. And again, you can trace the gaze with the hands. So I'm flexing my wrists a little bit as I press into a soft block. Let's hold this one to the right side and pull back. Draw the bow and then press back into the block. Inhale to draw, exhale to push. Then draw the bow, hold. We'll sink down into both knees and Twist to the right and back to the center. Twist to the right and center. 2 more. And 1 more twist. And back to center. We'll bring that back into the block and draw the bow. Two more. Hold the block, sweep the arms up, block to the other side, and draw the bow. Pull back and press. Inhale, draw. Exhale, push. Really feeling that nice warming sensation in your legs. And we'll draw the bow, hold, then even up the bend in the knees, twist to the left, back to the center, twist to the left. Noticing your range of motion here, use your oblique muscles. 2 more, rotate. Back to center and press into that block. Draw the bow. Two more. Hold the block, sweep those arms up and block, alternating sides. One more each direction. Back up center, hold, side bend over to the right. And inhale to the left. Mobility for the spine, extension, lengthening, lateral flexion. Last one left. Reach up, inhale, bend both knees, goddess squat. So you'll flex your wrists, your fingertips can be either out, center, or in. So whatever you'd like to do with your wrists. Then we'll reach up, 5-pointed star, open your fingers as wide as you can, and sit into your goddess squat. Draw your shoulder blades back. Inhale and exhale. So we're working the muscles of the hands as we spread the fingers wide and then flexing the wrists. 2 more. Last one. And hold. Make an Anjali Mudra, a prayer, right in front of your chest. Take a circle to the right, all the way around to the left. So we're staying really stable in the lower body. And we're practicing this movement to perform with a dumbbell. Let's go the other direction, leading to the left. Depending on the mobility of your shoulders, you can make this smaller and not necessarily go behind the head. One more this direction. Bringing the thumbs right at heart center. Pulse the legs. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Reach up, 5-pointed star stretch. Swan dive into a forward bend stretch. Relax your head, neck, and shoulders. Just let the back side of the body elongate. Then roll your spine all the way back up. And let's find that one single heavy weight that you have, your heaviest. One single weight. Now, if all you have is 2 really light ones, you can take one weight into each hand. Let's come back to our goddess squat with a weight right at your chest. So this is called the halo. We bring the weight to the right, behind the head any amount, to the left, and to the chest. So I'm side bending my body. So I want you to let your spine move to the side. Feel your core support you as you bring that weight behind the head any amount. Strengthening our shoulders, our lats, a little bit of tricep work here. And we're staying steady in the legs. Now, if your legs get tired, you can come up here and straighten them and keep going. Two more this direction. Any speed of movement that works for you. Come back to the center and pulse the legs. Small little squats, mid-range. Feel those thighs, your quadriceps, the glutes. 8 more. 1, 2, 3, 4 more. And relax. Straighten those legs all the way up. Release the arms in front of you to take a break for the shoulders, maybe a couple shoulder rolls. And then we'll sink back into the legs to reverse our halo. The weight is right at the chest. We take it to the left side and around the head to the right side and to center. Now make sure you're not bending over when you're coming here. So I'm not rounding forward. I'm staying upright and letting my spine move from side to side with that extra workload. Excellent. Let's get 5 more. Moving around to the left. Should be really feeling the core here, depending on the weight choice you have. 2 more. Coming back to center, pulse your legs. Down, down, down. Firm up your abdominals. Drop your shoulders down away from your ears. Last 10. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Press all the way up. Bring the weight up. Bend your elbows to allow the weight to go back behind the neck. Straighten the arms up. And then draw that weight back into your chest and sink into your squat. And we press up. Bring it back. straighten. Now, depending on your workload and what you have available at home, I want you to make this exercise as challenging as you would like. We're working the legs into the squat, the shoulders and the triceps in the upper body movement. Mindful movement, controlled movement, mindful range of motion. If you'd like to really focus on linking the breathing with the movement, we'll inhale down in the squat. Exhale, push up. Inhale, bend the elbows. Exhale, press up. Let's get 3 more. Two more. Last repetition. Down in the squat, hold, and we'll pulse. Last set. Pulse, pulse. Should be feeling some fatigue here. Last 10, 9, 8, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Press up, release the weight down. We'll turn to where you would like to determine is the front of your mat. Again, with that one heavy weight, bring it to your chest. Step the right foot back into high crescent lunge or warrior one. So the difference is whether your heel touches the floor, warrior one. Your heel is up for high crescent lunge. High crescent lunge is going to give you more of a balance option, but less pressure on your toes if you have any arthritis or bunions or issues there in your feet. And then we'll step that foot in, sit into chair pose. Rise up, step the left foot back, either warrior one, your heel is down, or high crescent lunge, your heel is up. Finding your balance, nice and supported. Then step that left foot back in, sit into chair pose. And rise up, step the right foot back, warrior one, or high crescent lunge. So we'll do the same movement that we did in our squat. The weight goes up, bend the elbows back, straighten your arms, come back into the chest. Press up, back, straighten, and bend. So I'm going to give you the option to stay in your lunge nice and still as you're doing the arm movement, or we'll come in and out of our lunge into our chair pose. So we'll straighten the arms, step into chair, step back, reach the weights up, bend back, straighten, step into chair, step back, press the weight up, bend your elbows, straighten, step into chair. Going at your own pace, about 30 seconds. Stepping in and out of chair gives us that extra balance challenge. Let's get one more repetition. Step into chair, pulse the legs down, down. Maybe noticing a difference between the fatigue from the right leg to the left. Last 4, 3, 2, and 1. Rise up, step your left foot back, press the weight up, and bend your elbows, straighten the arms, and come back in. Same option here on this side. You can stay in your lunge and just work on the arms, or step into chair as the weight comes to the chest. Step back. And step in. And you'll go back to that breathing pattern. Inhale as you step into chair. Exhale to step back and press the weight. Inhale to bend your elbows. Exhale to lengthen. Hips are nice and squared. If the arms are getting too fatigued, set your weight down and just do that movement without workload. 30 seconds. Take as much time to do the sequence as you need. One more repetition. Step into chair and pulse. Down, down. 10, 9, 8, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Press up. Release the arms in front of you. Take that one heavy weight into your right hand. Step your right foot back. Hinge your body forward and support yourself on the front of the thigh. We've got a one-arm row. Pull the elbow up and straighten the arm. So option 1, you'll stay here in your lunge. Option 2, if you'd like, and you have your chair in front of you, place your hand on your chair, and we'll do this in our Warrior 3 position. Pull it up and release. 8 more reps. Control the weight as you lower it. So we're resisting gravity. 5 more. You can always put that foot back down on the floor. Last 4. 3. 2. And 1. Rise up with the body. Step the back foot back in. Switch the weight over to the left hand. Step the left foot back. Hinge from the hips, supporting on your right thigh. And row. So really check your spinal alignment here. Make sure it's neutral. You're not curving your back and hunching, but really extend long. Second option, bring your hand forward to your chair and row. 8 more repetitions. If you're up in your warrior, your supporting knee is slightly bent. Back leg is really active. Straighten it out. Last 4. 3. You can always set that foot back down. 2. And 1. Rise up with the body. Step the back foot forward and relax. I'm going to turn to the side. We'll be coming into tree pose. So having the weight in your right hand, if you're using your chair or your wall, it will be off to the left side. Stand on your right foot, pick up your left knee, open out into tree. Now, if you don't have access to a chair or wall, you can tap your big toe down on the floor for a little bit of help with balance. Am I back on, guys?
Yeah.
Okay, great. Thank you. All right. If you've been continuing with your tree pose, let's go ahead and switch sides. So I'm going to put my weight in the left hand, using the chair for balance with the right, standing on my left foot. Come into your tree. And we curl. Up, down. So sometimes we have to decide, what is your goal here? Is it mostly strength training? So you want to really focus on the arm work? Then you can make the balance pose a little bit easier by holding onto a wall. If your goal is to work balance, you don't have to do the strength training piece. You can just focus on balancing. So if you're curling with me, let's do 4 more. 3, 2, and 1. Ooh. Release that pose. And it's time to go to both hand weights, your lighter size. Both weights. We'll find a warrior 2 position. So step your feet nice and wide. Turn your right foot towards the top of your mat. Your left foot is level with the back of your mat. Bring your arms right in front, and we'll open the arms out and down. So for shoulder issues, there's a lot of options we can do here with our warrior. We can choose bent elbows. We can choose an upright row, pulling straight up the body and back down. So I want you to experiment with it a little bit and see what works best for your body and for the weights you have. Up and down. Let's get 5 more repetitions. And we're just holding that warrior nice and steady into the legs. 3, 2, And last one. Come into side angle pose. So you'll place the right forearm down on your thigh. Bring the left elbow to the side waist. And we'll do a rotator cuff exercise. Rotating right into that shoulder joint. Now, if you'd like a little bit more core work, don't support your body on that thigh. You can bring that arm wherever you want, but you're using your core to support you. Really good warrior position. Right knee bent, left leg straight. Side bending the body. Working that rotator cuff slowly through your range of motion. 3, 2, and 1. Press yourself up out of that side angle pose, and then switch the direction of your feet. Turn your right foot in, your left foot out. Bend that left knee into your warrior. Bring your arms in front, lifting to the side and lowering down. Or choosing bent elbows, or choosing your upright row, pull and lower. Exhale to lift. 6 more reps. Check your stance, check your alignment and your core. 4, 3, shoulder blades down. 2, and 1. Shift into your side angle pose by supporting with your forearm on that bent knee. Right elbow 90 degrees. Activate the rotator cuff. Bring it up. Now I'm trying to keep my elbow next to the side of the waist. So sometimes there's a tendency to lift your arm away from your body. So keep it tucked in. A nice technique is to tuck a little hand towel or washcloth between your elbow and your rib cage. If you'd like more core work, unload that bottom arm so you're not using it for support. 10 more. 9. So we've got to get our body on that 45-degree angle to get gravity to work for us here in this rotator cuff exercise. Ooh, I think we have 4 more. Music says 4 more. Good. And 3. 2. Last one. Then pull yourself back up. Turn toward that front foot. Reach your weights down to the floor and step back into downward facing dog. Take a nice stretch here for the backs of the legs. 2 more breaths. And then glide your body forward to come into a plank. Option here to drop your knees down onto the mat or keep the knees lifted up, and we're just breathing. So in its simplest form, hands and knees or all fours position is a plank. because we're looking for a neutral alignment from the core, crown of the head to the tailbone. So this is okay to bring those knees down and come to a hands and knees position and just work on your abdominals and bracing and breathing. 15 seconds. Just about a 1 minute plank, maybe a little more. Almost there. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Drop those knees. Push back into child's pose. Relax your arms. And then we'll come to your hands and knees. Take one light weight into your, let's do left hand. We tend to always start with our right. Bring that elbow up. We have tricep kickbacks. We straighten the arm and we bend to about 90 degrees. Now you can keep both knees on the floor or take your right leg straight back so we're holding a spinal balance. Straighten the left arm and bend. Really good fine-tuning work for your tricep here. And to work on stabilizing our abdominals and our core muscles. So I'm going to give you an option to stay just with the triceps, especially if you have shoulder problems. Your next option, you'll do one tricep kickback, then bring the weight toward your shoulder and press it straight out. Bring it back in, kick back, bring it to your shoulder, and press forward. About 30 seconds choosing the weight or the exercise that works best for you. You can set your weight down and just do it with your arm weight only if you're working range of motion. Let's get one more rep. And then relax that weight down. The arm we worked, we'll do a little thread the needle. So the left arm stretches up. Slide it underneath to relax your shoulder. And hold a twist. Your right hand can reach to the top of your mat for a nice lat stretch. Or you can wrap that right arm behind your back. Two more breaths. And then use your right hand to push yourself back up into your twist, stretch, and then back to all fours. For working the right arm, I'm going to give a little spin around here. So we'll start with our tricep kickback first. Right elbow is up. Straighten your arm and bend. Option 1, stay right here. Option 2, extend your left leg straight back so you're balancing on the left hand and the right knee. Try to level off your hips and your shoulders. And we're just bending that elbow to 90 degrees here in this first piece. And then we can stay with this exercise if you have shoulder issues, or we'll straighten the arm behind, then bring the weight to your shoulder and press it forward. With or without that hand weight, to just work on mobility is absolutely fine. You don't need a very heavy weight for this exercise. So even a can of soup, a water bottle with 16 to 20 ounces. Let's get one more repetition. And then set that weight down. The arm we worked, we'll do a thread the needle. Inhale, stretch up. Exhale, feed it through, setting that shoulder down. Left arm can reach to the top of the mat or wrap behind the back. Two more breaths. And then use that left hand to press yourself back up. Stretch the right arm up. Inhale. And lower down. Take your two light weights with you as you come onto your back. And we'll work the abdominals and a little bit of chest muscles. So as we come onto our back, I'd like you to open the right arm out to the side and close it back in. Now, if your weight is really light, this might be too easy. So your option is to pass both weights into your right hand. Be careful as you're holding the weights above your head. And then we'll just open that right arm and then say, is that better? Is that more appropriate, or is one weight okay? So we're working the right arm. The left arm can be straight up, or you can lay it across your abdomen, but I don't want you to put it down on the floor because that's going to help you to brace your core. Option 1, both feet stay on the floor. Option 2, your left knee is off the floor. Option 3, both feet are off the floor, you're in tabletop. This is a whole different ball game trying to stabilize the abs here. So do the one that works best for you. I'm going to have to put my right foot back down onto the mat. Let's get 4 more. 3. 2. And 1. Both feet down. Swap your weights, either one or both, into the left hand. And let's see how we do on this side. Open that arm out. Close it in. Right hand can stay pointing up. You can place it across your abdomen. And your left elbow can be bent any amount. That's going to make that workload just right for you. Okay, both feet can stay on the floor. Or the right leg lifts up. Or both legs are off the floor, both feet off the floor. And notice where you're feeling the work here. It's in the left pectoral muscle, the left shoulder. You might even feel it a little bit down into your bicep. Definitely your core is bracing. Let's get 4 more on this arm. Inhale, open. Exhale, close it in. 3. 2. And 1. Relax the foot. Release your weights down to the floor. Arms by your side, press up into bridge. Lift your hips up any amount off the floor. Feel the work in the backs of the legs. And we'll lift up halfway down. Up halfway down. Up and hold. Bring your heels to be on the floor and pull the balls of your feet up. So we're really vigorously flexing the ankles. Up, halfway down. Up, halfway down. Hands can go to your hips so you're not using your arms to push. Tighten the backs of the legs. 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower those hips. Stay on your heels, but walk your feet really close together. Lift back up into bridge. Take your left foot off the mat. Now using your right leg only, push it up, halfway down. Up, halfway down. 8. If you need to go back to both legs, that's fine. This is very challenging on a single leg. 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower the hips down. Both heels on the mat. Lift up into bridge. Take your right foot up. Lift the hips. Up, halfway down. 9, 8, 7, 6, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower the hips down. Now your right leg should be up, so let's cross the ankle over the left thigh and pull the knees up toward you for a figure 4 stretch. We'll stretch the glutes. It's nice to elongate that muscle after we've just worked. So your option is to keep your left knee bent here, or you can straighten your leg up to experience a hamstring stretch as well. You can reach your hands through and grab behind that hamstring, or you can toss your yoga strap up over your foot to hold here. And let's hold about 30 seconds. Two more slow breaths. And then if this leg is bent or straightened, go ahead and rebend it. And we'll bring the right hand out onto the floor. The left hand is cradling the head as we do an oblique sit-up. So you've still got your stretch going in your glute while we're toning those abdominals and obliques. Four more repetitions. 3, 2, and 1. Good. Relax the feet back down. We'll switch the cross of the ankle. So left ankle across the right thigh. Bring your knees up to stretch your glutes. And you can stay here. Or straighten that right leg up for a hamstring stretch. You can reach through and pull the legs toward you, or use your yoga strap up underneath the ball of the foot. And let's hold our stretch 30 seconds. Slowing your breathing. All right, let's rebend that right knee. Bring your left arm out to the side. Your right fingertips cradle the head slightly and come up and rotate toward your left knee and down. And we're looking for 8 repetitions. And 7, 6, 4 more on this side. Last one. And set the feet back down, uncross the ankle. Hug both knees right into your chest. And you can hug behind the thighs or over the knee. We'll start to roll the body up and back down. Now see if you can eventually get enough momentum to roll yourself all the way up to sit. And we'll come to a straddle position. Legs extend out nice and wide, lengthen your spine. Hands can be in the front or behind your body, and we'll stretch forward. Feeling that stretch down the backs of the legs, the inner thighs, maybe the lower back. And it's a 30-second hold for this stretch. And we'll walk those hands back in. Bring your right hand across your body. Your left arm comes up and take a side stretch. So my torso is facing forward so I can open up the side ribs. And then lift yourself back up. Turn your body toward that leg and stretch across. Try to keep that left sitting bone down onto the mat. Open back out and pull up. Bring the left hand across your body, right arm reaches, and side stretch. And we'll breathe right into this side rib cage. And then we'll lift up, turn your body, and reach out toward that left foot. And really stretch that right arm. And open back out. And pull yourself up. Come into butterfly stretch. Soles of the feet come together. Knees open. Your fingertips can be on the floor. You can reach toward your ankles. Just try not to grab your toes. You can press your knees apart with your elbows and hinge forward. Allow your hips to relax and soften your lower back as well. Then rise back up. Bring your right hand behind your body. Take your left hand over to that right knee and rotate, look over your right shoulder. And I am using my left hand to kind of pull myself into the twist, but very, very gently. And then let's reverse. Your left hand goes behind you. Right hand reaches across and rotate. Nice mobility for your neck. then we'll come back to the midline. Arms by your side. We'll finish with the breath together. Inhale, reach. Exhale, press the thumbs to the heart center. Just pause for a moment, check in, see how you're feeling today after your workout. How you're feeling in the brain and in the body. And the light and joy that resides within me honors the light and joy in each of you. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining me, everyone. If you signed on a minute late, just want to let you know I have to zip off to the virtual studio, so I won't be able to stay and chat today. I hope to see you for yoga by the pool and for backyard boot camp later in the week, Thursday and Friday. Thanks, everybody. I'll sign off for now, and I'll see you next time. Have a wonderful day. Take care.